Hello and welcome to Two Trees Gaming. We've got a 650 point Middle-earth strategy battle game battle report. It's Helm Hammerhand leading the Helm's Legendary Legion against Gorbag, Shagrat and Shelob from the Cirith Ungol Legendary Legion. I'll be controlling the forces of good, Aaron will be controlling the forces of evil. Let's see how we get on. I'll be taking control of Helm's Guard. The leader is of course Helm Hammerhand himself, who's arguably the best hero in the game in this legion. He's burly, has 3 attacks, he's got a horse, he can buff the fight value of the warriors around him, and most importantly, he gets a free point of might and a free heroic combat every turn. He's supported by a captain of Rohan on foot and a king's huntsman. There's a couple of outriders, there's 6 mounted royal guard with throwing weapons, 6 royal guard on foot, 18 warriors of Rohan and a banner bearer. The warriors of Rohan on foot will be able to use their throwing spears as regular spears on turns they've not thrown them, and last of all is a few Rohan archers. Aaron's bringing the Cirith Ungol Legendary Legion. That gives him Shagrat as a formidable leader, with his shielded Cirith Ungol allowing him to knock infantry to the ground. He's got Gorbag, who provides 3 cheap might points and can boost his fight value and attack when outnumbered. Shelob gets an extra attack when she's fighting men, which of course is my entire army. He's got a shaman for the late game, and whoever's got the least kills out of Gorbag and Shagrat is going to be allowed to re-roll a dual dice. But the real kicker for the army is the Animosity Special Rule, which is going to give models +1 to wound when they're fighting alongside an Orc or Uruk-hai from the opposite race. The scenario is Retrieval, which is basically the capture the flag one. We're trying to move a relic in each person's deployment zone, and the interesting thing about this scenario is the board is split diagonally down the middle. We're going to get varying amounts of victory points depending on whether we can move the relic, we're still holding it at the end of the game if we can get it into our own deployment zone, or there's going to be a massive 7 victory points if you can drag it off your own board edge. We're going to get points for wounding and killing the enemy leader, and for breaking the opposition, and we'll get extra points if we're not broken ourselves. The game ends on the roll of a 1 or a 2 once one force is broken. If you don't roll a 1 or a 2, the game carries on for another turn. I deployed in the bottom half of the board with Helm Hammerhand dead centre. My whole game plan is built around making the most of him. He's backed up by his Royal Guard cavalry. To his left is my captain on foot with my infantry line, and to his right on top of a hobbit hole I've got a few archers, and to the right of those is the King's Huntsman and some outriders. The plan was for the King's Huntsman and the outriders to flank round the outside of the board and claim Aaron's objective. The issue is that Aaron's put Shagrat and a captain and the bulk of his force directly opposite them. They're not going to be breaking through that line. He's a little more thin on the ground on the left, but he's still got Shelob, the shaman, and Gorbag there. I'm outnumbered, but I have got Helm Hammerhand. Let's crack on with turn 1. 4.
5.
Your priority. I'm going to let you have it.
I'm going to heroic channel with my shaman, and I'm going to heroic march with my captain as well.
Aaron's called a heroic march with his captain as he wants the battle to take place in my half of the field near my objective. He's also trying to drag Helm Hammerhand out to the right of my line. He's trying to deny the fight value bonus to my infantry on the left.
Okay, I'm going to cast Fury with 2 of the shaman's roll.
He decides to hold firm with Gorbag and his infantry. He's trying to buy time for Shelob to get around the back of my infantry line. I respond by falling back. Whilst Helm Hammerhand is in combat and the rest of my army isn't, in my head that's me winning. He'll pay back his points more efficiently that way, and the rest of my army isn't up to scratch in a 1v1 fight against Aaron. Despite lots of dice rolling, the shoot phase didn't bring me any kills, and Aaron's only archer is out of range. So it's on to the one and only combat for the turn, which is a Royal Guard on the charge against a 200 weapon Orc.
3, 4.
Oh, that's a problem.
Defense 6.
6.
5.
No doubt. That was lucky. At the end of the turn it's 0-0, but there's been some interesting manoeuvring. I need my infantry to hold firm against Shelob in the west, whilst I need my cavalry to hit combat as soon as possible in the east. Okay, priority turn 2.
3.
5.
5.
Excellent. Any heroics from yourself?
No, I can't really do it, to be honest. No, I'll leave it.
Okay, on to my move. I send an outrider wide round the back of Aaron's line. Ideally, he'll draw a few orcs or grab the objective himself. I charge my King's Huntsman and a few archers into the front of Aaron's battle line, including into Shagrat. They don't stand much chance, but hopefully their sacrifice will mean that Helm Hammerhand and my cavalry can make a real dent in his force. I get a couple of throwing spear kills on the way in to start me off. My infantry line to the west holds firm. They're going to use their throwing spears as a deterrent for Shelob and Aaron's orcs. They're really just there to buy time for Helm Hammerhand to get as many kills as he possibly can. The ploy works, and Aaron skips combat for another turn in the west. Shelob stays just out of throwing spear range, and his orcs, instead of choosing to engage, move more toward the middle of the battlefield to back up Shagrat. And then it's on to the shoot phase. One hit.
No, that is not wrong.
Not dead. In the combat phase, Aaron declares a heroic combat with his orc captain's last point of might. The plan is to get in at my backline and create a few traps. I call a free heroic combat with Helm Hammerhand, and Aaron calls a heroic combat with Shagrat's first point of might of the game. It's a bold call from Aaron to use the last point of might with his captain and an early point of might with Shagrat on heroic combats, but he's trying to break through my lines as quickly as possible. He knows that the longer the game goes on, the more effective Helm Hammerhand will be. It goes to a roll-off, and Aaron wins and begins with a heroic combat from his captain.
So are you shielding?
Yeah.
4.
Red dice still. 5.
Okay.
Oh,
Not dead. Wow. Helm Hammerhand fighting an Uruk and 2 orcs. Obviously they're going to get +1 to wound because of animosity. Come on, Helm. 6. Okay, and it's strength 5 +1 to wound on each. You're all defense 4 and 5, so he's 3s on each, starting with the Uruk. First one dead. Shield Orc, dead. And the Spear Orc, dead with an attack to spare.
No Uruk into that combat.
You're just gonna have to get this one Orc here.
You can get 2. Keep going and get inside it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
So Shagrat is the grey dice. Red dice is a -1.
I'll set your target of 3.
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh, I've only got 5.
Yeah.
Okay, well, am I dead? That's fine.
When Shagrat has more kills than
Yeah, Gorbag.
Gorbag gets the jewelry roll.
Yeah.
I don't want Shagrat to kill him.
Because you
A 2-handed Uruk. Awesome. 1 wound on him. You take your fate.
No.
The Uruk. Another wound on him. +1 to wound.
That was huge. I've just lost my King's Huntsman and 2 points of might with him. Aaron made the very strange decision to not make the kill with Shagrat, forgoing his Blood and Glory special rule. He's hoping Gorbag will get a kill, and Shagrat will be able to re-roll a dual dice when he comes to fight Helm Hammerhand later in the game. If I'm honest, I think he'd forgotten about the Blood and Glory special rule. Either way, it's time to move Shagrat and his 3 warriors on. His initial plan was to flank round my back line and kill as many of my warriors as he could, isolating Helm Hammerhand, but is about to be talked out of it.
Helm Hammerhand is already heroic combated, so now I cannot strike.
Yeah.
So do we use the opportunity to mob him?
I kind of think so. I kind of think you've got to go for a 50-50 roll off there, haven't you?
This could be a short video.
Helm quickly finds himself surrounded by Shagrat and 4 warriors. But before that combat can happen, 2 orcs die and Louis sneezes. Then an orc and an Uruk die in exchange for a warrior and rider of Rohan, both due to the animosity special rule. Okay, Helm, who has charged, because it was the heroic combat.
Yeah.
I'll set your target, same fight value. 6.
Okay, red dice is at -1. Edit you out of there.
Oh!
I'll use a point of light from Shagrat.
Taking it to a draw on a point of might. 4 plus. I win. There we go. It's a 5. Oh, Shagrat's going down. So he's got 3 wounds, 3 fate. I'm defense. You're defense 7, aren't you?
Yeah.
+1 to wound. I'm killing on 4s.
You really shouldn't get a charge bonus, should you, man? I would counter charge you with 7 charge with 1 orc spear.
I will use his first to attack to see how many 4s we get. One, I'll use a 3-point might on that one now. So that's 2 wounds. I'll use another. That's a win. I'll use another attack. And now use his last attack. So 3 wounds on Shagrat. And he's got 1 might left.
And I've got 3 fate, haven't I?
Yeah. Pass 2 of them.
I'm going to keep the point of might.
So you're not going to change that, okay?
No, so I'm down to 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two Trees Gaming is here to provide quality content for the Middle-earth strategy battle game. If you like battle reports, tournament reviews and tactical analysis, or if you like things going wrong and sometimes going right, and 400 model battle reports, you're in the right place. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. That felt like a big turn. The King's Huntsman dying so early in the game and with all of his might was not ideal. But I've managed to wound Shagrat and get an all-important victory point on the board. At the moment, I'm winning. 1, 6.
Oh, I'm into it.
Are you going to spend his last point of might to stand up?
Yeah, kind of got to.
I'll use my free one to cancel that. So roll off down here. So 4 plus it's going to go my way. 1, 2 or 3 Aaron has got big problems. No.
No.
It's gone your way.
It's
I
gone
said
my
that
way.
wrong. Aaron's just won and he's standing up there. Helm Hammerhand causes terror on a turn in which he charges, so he takes the opportunity to swamp him while he can. He leaves Shagrat out of the combat though, as he's desperate for his leader to not die. I withdraw my troops from the west and Shelob gives chase. I can't decide if she's going to flank me and head for my objective or hurl down my line. He moves Gorbag and the Shaman and their troops more toward the centre of the battlefield, toward Helm Hammerhand, who's trying to bring his numbers to bear while he can. And then it's onto the shoot phase. I've already killed an orc with a throwing spear in the move phase, so I'm hopeful going into it. I'm going to go for Shelob. 3 hits, 6s and 4s. What? Yeah, that's a wound on Shelob.
Courage check for Sheila.
Okay, combat phase is... So this is the situation. Helm Hammerhand has been completely surrounded. I've managed to take some people off him, so he is still fighting 3. So Aaron's obviously going to call his heroics first, but I'll likely call heroic combat there. Shagrat's fighting this one guy here though, but he has no might left. And then over here, Gorbag is fighting this Royal God, but this Royal God is the same fight though, so he might be able to shield his way through. And then at the back, I've got a guy doing a run to the objective, but he has been tagged by a guy and I don't know whether to shield or attack it.
Oh, I've got shots.
Oh, he's got one bear first, go.
That guy.
Oh, into the combat, there we go. Hits me, does it hit the horse? Hits the horse.
Dead.
Oh no! What's worse is I don't have a dismount.
Throw right.
Throw rider. Fine. No Royal Guard dismounts. It's hammer time. Amazing.
I'm going to heroic combat with Gorbag.
Okay. I'll heroic combat with Helm Hammerhand. Roll off. See who goes first. I want it. It's 3. You go first. So I'm going to shield.
Red dice.
I got a 6.
That's off the
Oh,
table.
you need a 6.
I can't.
Oh no.
4.
It's a 4. Next up's Helm Hammerhand facing off against 2 Uruk Hai and an Orc. If he can kill all 3, he'll have a way through to Shagrat. Okay. I got a 5. I'll use a point of might from my
Red dash is -1, so I haven't got 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the omnipotent voice from behind the camera. 3s all round. Let's see how many we got. There we go. Ooh, 2 points of might to actually plough into Shagrat here. Because he gets 3-point might every turn, I'm going to kill all 3 and go into Shagrat. That was a bold call, but the way Aaron's been spending might is making me think I've got might to spare. If I can kill his biggest threat and get 2 victory points on the board in one fell swoop, it's definitely worth the gamble. Now, we either lost the footage or forgot to press record, but the almighty combat is not here. This is what I thought would happen.
Brandon, what do you think is going to happen?
It's hammer time.
So it's hammer time.
It's hammer time.
When in fact what actually happened was Helm Hammerhand rolled a 5 and disastrously had to spend another point of might just to draw. Shagrat then won the roll-off, and here's his wounding dice.
Roll 3 5s. 2 wounds.
2 okay. 2 wounds. I'm going to take the wounds because on my fate next time I can use a 3-point might, so that's potentially pass. So
Okay.
How you feeling?
Yeah, okay. I'm not doing very well, but yeah. I've only lost twice as many models as him, so it could be worse.
Shelob's a worry, coming around the back for the objective. I'm glad I killed the orc at the back there, so that I have got a free run to that objective. Helm's just an absolute beast. If he can take out Shagrat, it's done. If Shagrat dishorses him, dismounts him, I've got a problem. Aaron wounding Helm Hammerhand has levelled up the scores. Neither objective has moved yet, although I've got a Royal Guard dangerously close to his, and he's got Shelob dangerously close to mine. Priority.
1.
3.
Gorbag's gonna heroic.
Gorbag's gonna hurt, fine. I don't need to cancel it down here, that's fine. Okay, I'll let you have that. Aaron uses the heroic move with Gorbag to tie up my cavalry in the middle of the battlefield. He then flanks as many as he can towards my objective. He's clearly planning to send Shelob that way. On my move, I re-engage Shagrat with Helm Hammerhand, hoping my charge bonus will win the day. I move on to his objective with the hope of dragging it off my own battlefield edge, and I fall back onto my objective to try and stop Shelob for as long as possible. If Helm can get over there, I'll be fine. If not, she could cause me some real problems. I'm going to heroic strike with Helm Hammerhand using his 3-point of might.
So many points of might.
Yeah, so now neither of us got any might, but I have got a banner there. Any heroics from Gorbag?
No.
Alright, let's start down here with Shelob.
Okay.
I'll shield against the
Sorry, so she gets 2 attacks against a man and then she charges, she gets 3 attacks.
5.
6. I'm going to barge.
Okay, so that's me 3 inches back and you move D6 inches. How many is that? 4. You get both.
Actually, no, I just want him.
Okay, we'll do that one again. Shield. So I pushed you back, but you have got that.
Yeah. I have to get priority next time.
Gorbag?
Gorbag on the Royal Guard, I charge there, so I will attack. Same fight value.
5.
6.
I'm going to use a point of might.
That's your last point, right?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, roll off. Okay, against Gorbag, knocking you down. Defense 6, strength 3, 6s. 2 wounds. He needs to pass his fate or he's gone. Gone.
I used that point of might because I wanted to get a reroll and dual roll.
2 Rohirrim and 2 orcs die before Aaron's captain is wounded by a Rohan archer. Captain on archer.
4.
5. 6.
Pass this way.
Another Rohirrim dies, and then it's on to Helm Hammerhand versus Shagrat. Yeah, I've heard struck, so I'm high fight ready. There we go. 5. Yeah, 2.
Cocked.
No.
Cocked, wait.
And all against Shagrat. Can I have those 4 dice?
Nope. Your own dice.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead. He's
1,
dead.
2,
That is
3,
dead.
4 wounds. Take him off. So I've just got Gorbag and Shagrat in one turn. Now I just need to break him. Everybody will run away. Well, kill the shaman, and then everybody will run away. That was a great turn for me. I've killed Shagrat and Gorbag in the same turn. Although I need to not get too cocky, Shelob still sat on the relic that Aaron wants to carry off his board edge.
I need priority. Close all the way to breaking?
2 models away from breaking?
A lot. Don't worry about it for now.
Okay, it's priority. Come on, I need this.
Here we go.
2.
3. You can't do anything, can you? You can't call it. You've got no might on the board, and I've got 1 free every turn and 2 with that captain. Okay, let's finish this. I might be getting a little cocky, but everything seems to be going my way. I move my objective runner down toward my deployment zone. I prioritise killing the shaman, as his fury is going to keep orcs on the battlefield next turn when they're broken. A Rohan archer dies as he jumps from a hobbit hole, and an orc dies from a throwing spear. Any heroics? This is awkward. I'll do a 3 heroic combat with Helm Hammerhand.
It's hammer time. Captain's the red dice. 4.
6. Double 6. Okay. First orc.
Mine Helm Hammerhand.
Dead. And then the captain.
Oh, I don't
He's
know.
dead. Yeah, it's 3 5s and a 4.
He's dead, I'm broken, I've got no hero.
Helm Hammerhand moves closer to the shaman, and then it's on to Shelob, who's currently holding my relic. Go.
So you charge me, so I just get 2.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, common.
I'm going to barge again.
D6.
Yeah.
There should be 2d6 for Shelob, really.
3.
Not ideal, but. 6. No win. 2 orcs and a Rohirrim die before Helm faces off against an orc with a fury save.
Bannery roll.
I don't want to worry about it, I got 6.
Oh.
Helm, dead.
How many times?
Okay, 1, 2, here we go, for the fury. 3, 4 times. I got 4 ones there, right?
Nope.
Aaron's force is broken and I'm in a very commanding position now. I just need to be careful of Shelob. Neither my captain or Helm Hammerhand are in range to call a heroic move and counter if she wins priority. I just need to try and kill his shaman as quickly as possible and let his warriors run and wait for the game to end.
Priority?
Priority, you got a 4, I got a 5. My objective runner hasn't quite made it to my own deployment zone yet, but he's getting very close to getting me some extra victory points. Helm Hammerhand charges into the shaman, whose fury is still active, so I charge as many of the orcs around him as I can, and I leave the rest to run. Aaron's orc archer and one of the few ways of getting toward my objective runner flees, and just off screen, Shelob gets charged by a bunch of Rohan warriors and royal guard.
Hey Jake, do you know heroics?
Okay. You're going to use your 3 hero combat, right?
3 heroic combat against the shaman.
Shaman.
Let's do it now.
4.
4! 4. Oh, no.
Bannery roll. 5!
Hello, I'll use my 3-point might. 4, then 5 threes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. Okay, here we go. 6 sixes required. YouTube moment.
Oh!
He's dead. Oh, it looked like 6 sixes for a second. Having killed Shagrat, Gorbag, the captain, and now the shaman, Helm Hammerhand uses the move from his heroic combat to close in on Shelob. 5 orcs and Uruk Hai die in exchange for 2 warriors of Rohan. And both armies are now bannerless heading into the combat with Shelob. And Shelob is important. You could still get something from this game because it might not end. 2, 3, 4. 3. They're all enough dice. Yeah.
Is this captain got might left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
I think
barge,
it's still
I'm going to
intact.
barge again. 5 inches.
Hello. What's fun?
I want to kill captain.
I assume
He's got might left, so I want to draw out Helm's 3 heroic, 3 might next turn if I kill the captain this turn.
Okay. What's the combat then?
2 dice. Shelob. 5.
Captain's white. You in charge?
Charge, yeah. It's got spoonie.
5. I'll use my point of might. You have drawn a might off the captain list.
Yeah.
6 is all round. The captain's the white dice. 1 wound. Does Shelob run? No. Does the
One more
game
combat.
end?
Combat.
Oh, combat.
Oh, we've got another combat. Oh, this is
Hello. This is big. If I kill you here.
There we go. You've got a 1. I got a 6. Not killed you, although I should have maybe shielded.
Yeah, you should have done.
Well, I want to get away from you, and by shielding, you've got a chance to catch me.
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
could have killed you. Does the game end? Who won priority?
You,
Me.
obviously.
Okay, here we go. Does the game end? Nope.
I'm good.
Another good turn for me, but I can't take for granted that the game's going to end when I want it to. I'm only 4 models off being broken myself, and that would be a big victory point swing, especially if Shelob does manage to get the objective anywhere near my board edge. I charge Shelob with Helm, but then my captain fails his terror check. Helm is joined by a few warriors of Rohirrim, but it's less than what I'd hoped for. I move my objective runner back down toward my deployment zone, but is still 1 turn away. He's on the floor, but he'll be able to get up and shoot, so he's going to charge him.
Yeah, if I break you and then kill Helm, we are tied.
If the game ends, so you need to kill Helm somehow
Yeah.
with Shelob and get the game to end.
Somehow I shield.
That's true. I've only got 1 wound, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She rerolls wounds.
That's.
Nom.
We'll go over here.
Yeah, shield. No, I need to attack that. 6.
6. 4, 5, and 6. It's me. It's you. Not dead. And then here.
3.
2.
Dead. 1.
And then 2 and 1.
1.
4. Dead. Dead. Well done. So that's 2 dead.
Yeah.
1 on 1.
5.
Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
So he's just killed 3 models. He needs to kill 1 more to break me. We've got 2 combats left. We'll do the 1 on 1 first.
2 on 1
6.
in my favour.
So 2 on 1 in your favour.
6.
Roll off. It's you.
You.
Oh.
4.
2
Attacking the
on
rope
2
hand.
dice.
No.
But Helm counts as 1.
Helm
Yeah, so you
counts.
have to kill Helm, and then you'll break me and kill my leader, and then you'll be a draw, you say?
Yeah.
If the game ends. So Helm versus Shelob, I just need to not fluff my dice.
6.
Helm gets a 4,
Ooh.
and the Royal Guard and the Rohan get a 2.
Uh-oh.
Wait, so if you... I can't do anything, right?
No.
And if you
What's-
kill Helm... Right, okay. Yeah.
What's Helm's wounds? He's got 1
He's got
left.
1 wound, 1 fate.
And I strength 7, defense 7, so 4s and I reroll.
Reroll and fill
I'm actually going to do this 1 at a time because I want to break you even more. So Helm. Nope. I can
So
reroll
that's the
that.
reroll.
Reroll that. Dead. Helm's dead.
No, I've got a fate. I've got my
Oh,
fate.
okay, yeah. Helm's dead.
Helm is dead.
And against the Royal Guard. And I can reroll that. Is also dead.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's me broken, and you've killed my leader. I've killed your leader and broken you. We've both moved the objectives, so at the moment we're drawing. Okay. Does the game end? Oh god. Why are you doing a worried face? You just pulled a drawer out the fire. Unbelievable. If the game had have ended 1 turn sooner or 1 turn later, I'd definitely have had a victory. I was maybe a little rash charging Helm Hammerhand in at the end there, but it was a great game either way. If you enjoyed that, please consider subscribing to the channel and help us on our quest to become the home of quality Middle-earth strategy battle game content on YouTube. And why not follow us on Instagram at 2 Trees Gaming, where you can find mini battle reports, miniature showcases, and sneak peeks at future videos. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we see you again soon.